Welcome in everybody, we have another evolution video for you today. This is another early Pokemon that you can find in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. We're going to go through that evolution, and then the final evolution actually has a bunch of different patterns that we'll talk about. And I know this Pokemon was just recently added to Pokemon Go as well, so we'll kind of talk about that toward the end. So without further ado, we're going to jump in, find ourselves a Scatterbug here in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, and go through the evolution. So let's jump in. So I flew to the lighthouse right here at the beginning of the game, and as you can see, there's already 3 Scatterbugs right in front of me. So we'll just walk up and catch a Scatterbug. Be nice and weak, level 5, we should be able to just throw a Pokeball at it. Nope, it broke out. Alright, let's do a Great Ball then, just because. It's level 5, it should have a pretty high catch rate. Oh, there's a critical catch, that works too. So we got the Scatterbug. And I'll just go ahead and add this to my party. I did not empty my party before I started this. Add to party. We'll just go ahead and swap with our Pawmot. So we have our Scatterbug. Scatterbug is a very low level evolution. So if we go into our bag, to our Candies, let's throw 1 small at it. From 5 to 9, and learn Stun Spore, and 9 is exactly what we need in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. So there we go, Scatterbug evolved into Spewpa, and Spewpa learned Protect. This is just like the old Caterpie and Weedle evolutions, basically like a Cocoon evolution. In Pokemon Go, the CP actually goes down when we do the evolution. But now to evolve it again, we need just a few more levels. Because again, this is a low level evolution. Let's do another small. 11. Very close. We do need 12, so we'll do 1 extra small. That pushes us up to the 12 that we need to evolve Spewpa. So there you have it. Spewpa has evolved into Vivillon. Now Vivillon is the one that has a bunch of different patterns available for it. In Pokemon Scarlet and Violet, it is only this specific fancy pattern. So you can only get the fancy pattern through regular evolution in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. There are, let me see, 19 other patterns that are available that will need to be transferred over once Pokemon Home is available. And that's why Pokemon Go is going to be big, because you can actually get most of these patterns. I don't know the exact number. I think it's 18, so probably the other 18 or 7. Maybe this one too. I'll have to double check. I don't know if the Pokeball pattern one is available because that was an event. But you can get 18 Vivillon patterns from Pokemon Go. There's Vivillon, and now let's jump over and talk about these different patterns. So here you can see, thanks to Cerebi, these are all of the patterns for Vivillon. Only this fancy pattern is available in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet. These other 18 will need to be transferred over. I think these are the 18 that are available in Pokemon Go. And then there's the Pokeball pattern that I believe was an event-only pattern. So you will need to transfer these 18 over once Pokemon Go and Pokemon Home has that connectivity, because you were able to get some of these back in Pokemon X and Y as well, which is where Vivillon was first introduced. So if you have those in Pokemon Home, you'll be able to transfer them in once that compatibility is out. Now, for the Pokemon Go evolution, just to talk about that a little bit, you'll be able to get Scatterbug by pinning postcards in gifts that are sent to you, or if you collect gifts, you can pin the postcards. If you pin 3 from each kind of area, it'll give you a Scatterbug that will evolve into that Vivillon. That gives you Meadow, Polar, Tundra. You get the idea. All the different patterns are linked to where you pin the postcards. And we actually have a map Here is the Vivillon map. This is for Pokemon Go if you're pinning gifts. This is where you'll need to pin them from to get all the different Vivillon Forms. And I'll link this map in the Cerebi page down below in the description so you can take a look back at this. But yeah, so this is where you'll need to pin gifts from. So if you have a bunch of friends around Europe, you can get, quite a few different Vivillon patterns there. I'm in the US, so we don't have quite as many over here. There's some, I don't know if Florida counts as archipelago. It looks like it might be modern, but quite a few areas where you'll need to pin gifts from. Some of the more difficult ones are probably going to be the icy snow, which are very northern. But hopefully you guys are able to get all of these Vivillon patterns either through Pokemon Go or if you have them back from Pokemon X. I believe the GTS, you were able to get these in Pokemon X. You might be able to still get them in Pokemon Home. Don't quote me on that, but can't hurt to take a look. So that kind of covers Scatterbug into Spewpa and then Spewpa into Vivillon. Like I said, Vivillon has a ton of patterns, so it does make things more difficult if you want to try and collect all of them, but the options are there. Pokemon Go, if you had Pokemon X, you can try to go back to that and collect some different ones. But that just gives you the idea of what to expect with Scatterbug, Spewpa, and Vivillon. I hope you guys enjoyed. Hit that like button if you found it helpful. Subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you in the next one. Take care.